All right, Scorpio. I had to laugh when I seen this one come out because it's like, really, are we really trying to ignore the fact that this is going to happen? You should already know this, right? That death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile, and then you have wisdom. So let's talk about wisdom first, because I think a lot of people misinterpret this card. They look at it and they think, okay, so there's growth in using wisdom when it comes to your actions and your choices and what you choose to pursue. But that's not the truth. When you look at this card, it talks about seeking out wise counsel only to ignore it and trying to do things on your own. This is about understanding that there may be somebody more experienced in your situation here that may be giving you some sound advice, but are you ignoring it? That is the question here. Because it's almost like you're trying to ignore the fact that what you know is a part of your life is coming. You know this. Now, the other thing with that death will come, though, is I feel like some of us have been wasting time with something that is, killing us. Because that death will come is talking about killing the thing that is killing you. What is holding you back? What are you wasting your time with? Life is too short to be wasting on certain things. But every time that you try to communicate to other people about this, they're like, well, hey, Scorpio, but you may feel like you know better in this situation, but it may be hard for you to accept advice because, being Scorpio, you may be secretive about certain things that are going on with your situation. I don't see you, word vomiting everything that's going on. So you may be looking at this person going, or these people going, you don't know the whole story, though. You don't see what happens behind closed doors. But you would be surprised at how wise this counsel may be. That maybe something does need to come to its end. All right, Scorpio, here is your overall. The Hermit. The Hermit. So, for some of you, it's now time for you to kind of come out of this. I think that, a lot of you have kind of been in solitude for a while thinking about things, right? Now, for some of you, you may be coming out of hermit mode with, better understanding of everything that you have been through. But one of the things that I talk about with the Hermit is it's not just about removing yourself from certain people and situations. It's also about not needing outside validation anymore. That's where the going within comes from, right? But there may be a situation that, is going on around you where you have been distant from it for some time. But I think that there needs to be more focus on coming out of your inner world. If you've gained insight on something, then, maybe you are the wise counsel here. Or maybe you will become that sage, right? In the past, the Two of Pentacles, I'm seeing this one a lot. The Two of Pentacles, for me, is not a place where I want to be. And the thing is when you're talking about Scorpio, this reminds me of the gray area. And that's never a good thing. You may have been in a place where you're trying to keep everything going. You may have been juggling two different situations. You know how that goes with the Two of Pentacles. But trying to manage things, right? But it may not have been working, which is why we're looking at the Hermit as the overall. The Sun, the Sun. Yay! The Sun in the present moment, new life. New life, new energy. But this is also seeing things for what it really is. And you may gain great insight from that with the Hermit. Or it could be that, you've been in this balancing act for a while and you finally get to a place where you're seeing things clearly and you just need to retreat. But this could be about, a situation that is being brought back to life, though. But feeling better, which, yay, about fucking time. Oh, I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what it is. There are certain signs that are attached to certain cards for me. And it's interesting how they continuously appear. Like, for example, I would not be surprised if the fucking Ace of Wands shows up for Aries. But for Scorpio, it's the Queen of Wands. Now, this could be about a person, though. We could be talking about male, female, and future conditions here, possibly fire sign. But like I've always said with the queens, in terms of general readings, it really shows what we're internalizing here. But god damn it, man, there's always this feeling of Scorpio coming out of some really nasty shit looking perfect, right? You may be finding more confidence in yourself. You may be getting a lot of attention, but that may also be pushing you into this place of the hermit, though, too. Especially if there is life being breathed into a certain situation where, you're dealing with a person here and there's this attention coming through. You may be looking at, the process that you've been through. And then I go back to the past with the Two of Pentacles, where it was like this balancing act. And do you get to the point here where you feel like you don't want to do that anymore? Is that where you've been wasting your time? It's possible. But I look at her and I think confidence, being more focused on your outward appearance, and doing things that, are making you feel better about you, but not for the benefit of another person anymore. Now, if you are receiving attention, though, this may be making you feel really good. Really, really good. But if it's connected to, a past situation with the hermit, there are some things that you've definitely learned from that experience. Interesting. But I mean, just looking at it, you look and feel better. But maybe there are certain things that you need to detach yourself from. Again, the hermit. And that death will come. It's coming. Okay, your best path to follow, the Knight of Pentacles. I kind of look at this and I think that for some of you, don't be stubborn and not willing to change, especially your thoughts and your awareness, right? But then the other thing too, though, is whatever is going on here, with something being brought back to life, there is no need to try to rush on things. Like I look at the Knight of Pentacles in terms of advice and I think slow and steady, baby. Right? You will start to see the progress that you want to see in due time. Just stay the course, right? But don't be so methodical that you're not willing to change, especially viewpoint, because of the hermit. But I think that if anything new is coming through to you right now, it's important for you to know that nothing needs to be rushed, right? Oh, wow. I have not seen this one yet. The High Priestess in your environment. So, there are some things that you either were not aware of or things that you've been keeping to yourself. Especially with the hermit, right? And it could be that now is the time for this information to see the light of day. Possible. That, or with the High Priestess here, we're talking about you trusting your gut, your intuition, with what is being revealed to you. For some of you, it's like, aha, I already knew this, But because of it being in your environment, I have to wonder if this is you either finally revealing something or you getting information that you already kind of knew. But now it's seeing the light of day. This information can no longer be hidden, is really what these are saying. And I wonder if this is something that has always been in play in your life. These secret feelings, right? Or something that you have always kept in the background. I knew that this was there. That's why I kept it while I was trying to figure everything else out. And now, finally, the sun is shining on it. And then you move into the Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. Hopes and fears, temperance. And this is kind of what I'm talking about here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. There's no need to, do anything hasty here at all. But this is, you needing to stay in balance. right? And with the Queen of Wands, not letting certain things go to your head either, okay? Right? Stay in balance. But intuitively and spiritually, you're moving into definitely a higher vibration for sure, for sure. And you're like shining like a beacon. And I do think that you're attracting certain people to you. But we need to continue progress, albeit slow. You know, you're eventually going to get to the results that you want to see. But yeah, temperance there I think is beautiful. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot. But there may be, like I said, a certain situation here where, you know, it's going to be important here to listen to some advice, you know. You may be surprised at the wisdom that you may receive from people that you kind of look at as like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, you know. Because of course Scorpio thinks they know everything, right? They know all the secrets. You know, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. Maybe they do, you know. But anyway, with temperance, though, it is you needing to keep your balance, right? And being patient. And then coming out the Page of Pentacles, you know, I think that this is all leading up to you finally getting the offer that you wanted. And I think it's going to be an opportunity for you to start building something here. And, you know, again, tangible results. This is what's more important, right? But things have been kept secret. But it's all coming out now. It's all coming out. And you're good, right? Now, for some of you, with the Hermit being the overall, this may be one of those situations where it's like, you know what? I just kind of want to do things on my own. This is rough. It was rough getting to this place where, you know, you get to kind of like rebuild things for yourself. And there's, you know, it's no wonder why there's this feeling of, you know what, I'm just going to do things on my own, right? But wow, man, the Tower and the Two of Pentacles, there's always been something that you've been keeping in the background. And I think that if an offer does come through, the Tower, you know, finally falls away. Right? Especially with new insights gained with the Hermit. It's like, boom, fucking gone. And the Page of Pentacles are starting over. We're building from the ground up. We're cleaning the slate. But this is something that, you know, is been constantly in the background. It's just a matter of when was the right time to make the choice to do this, is what I feel like. And that was, you know, when the sun was shining on this hidden information, the things that cannot be kept secret anymore, this hidden information coming to light, right? But the thing is with the Five of Swords, what I worry about here is if you're not dealing with this, this may be you kind of like sabotaging something for yourself. But I still think that you are right coming out. But I think that the reason why we're looking at the Hermit is because you're not willing to deal with people who will do whatever it takes to get what they want, right? I don't think that these are the things that you want to be a part of anymore. You know, and if you have acted in this way, I think that there was a reason, and I think that all that information is coming to light. I almost wonder if, though, this isn't what is like completely falling apart now in order for things to be rebuilt in a much better way, where people may have been viewing you as doing things like underhandedly, and it's like, no, here is the clarity and the truth on this. You know, but the Five of Swords, right? Now this could literally be, though, somebody trying to sabotage your good fortune, which is shitty as fuck. But with the Seven of Wands, you ain't having that shit. Nope. No, not happening. You're not going to allow past situations to sabotage what you have been, you know, trying to build for yourself. That's what this is coming down to. And what I wonder here is if this destruction isn't affecting somebody else more so than you. You know, because I don't, with the High Priestess being in your environment, the Tower is not a shock to you. You knew this was coming. And it was all based on a choice that, you know, was always there in the background. It's just a matter of timing. And when that time shows up and the sun is shining on this information, it's like, All right, boom, motherfuckers, here it comes. Because I'm changing everything. And you cannot stand in the way of this progress, right? Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's difficult, but you know, this may be the death that's coming, right? The change that is needed. And you can't expect to see everything that you want right off the bat, you know, because I'm looking at that Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles and thinking this has to be a slow process in rebuilding. But the thing is the results are going to be worth it. They're going to be worth it. You know, especially if this has to do with what you are doing with your finances, right, or your career, because the Hermit is suggesting here that you've gained a lot of insight, The only thing that I worry about here is going back to the Oracle cards with wisdom. Don't ignore all the advice that is coming through, and don't look at certain people like they have no idea what they're talking about, right? Because you would be surprised at some of the insight that you may gain from certain people, you know. Play is saying that you need some time to enjoy life. It's time to play now, right? It's time to have fun with what you are doing. Patience, though, again, going back to Temperance, you know, not losing balance and not losing control. Being patient with the progress, right? And using wisdom. Again, wisdom showing up. But I like it. I like that there's this feeling of more joy, you know, more opportunities to have fun with life. But it may be something that you have to wait for a little bit, you know. But make sure that you have learned something from all of your experiences, right? So, you may be in a place where, especially with the High Priestess, that you kind of see the bigger picture on everything, and it's an opportunity to see how great the universe is and the way that it works. It's like, you know, having that ah moment, like right? Like, I get it, I see it, you know, seeing the vastness of the universe and how everything kind of intertwines and how it works, and walking in this beauty that is leading you to something that is clearly at a distance here. For some of you, it's like major travel may be happening here. You may be going to places that you've always thought about going to, right? But this could also be representing a horizon that you have always looked at as far away. It's getting closer. And it's going to be like awe-inspiring how it kind of happens for you.